everybody! Welcome to the Dusty Smith Show, episode 52. Yeah, I know I look fine, but I have a whole new setup. I'm trying to get it all fixed up. My lighting is not exactly correct. My other computer was making a lot of noise. Apparently the fan that was in the power box started going berserk. So I swapped out my computer that was in the game room / man cave and brought it in here. And I've been setting everything back up, so it took me a little while. I'm a little bit behind today. But that's okay, folks. We have an excellent show, and we have a much better computer running the show now. So maybe we won't drop frame rates. Got a 0% frame rate drop, so that's good. Should be more quiet. Hopefully this will go well, but it's a new computer, so you never know what to expect. Hopefully it's not going to crash in the middle of the goddamn show. But hope everybody's doing well. Hope you had a good week. We got a decent show tonight. Got a bunch of stuff to cover. We got all this stuff to cover here. Not that, that's not it. Got all this stuff to cover right here. Boom, all this, yeah. And as always, you guys want to support the show, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon.com/Codcast. $1 a month, whatever you can afford. And we did a patrons only show Wednesday, and it was actually really good. So if you guys missed it, if you can't get enough Dusty, please consider becoming a patron. And I also uploaded it for all of the Dust Buddies. So if you want to become a Dust Buddy, you can do that too. It's like $2.99 a month. You get customized emojis to spam the chat with. And as soon as you become a Dust Buddy, it should show up on my channel for you. And it was called The Karen Too Much Spectacular. And we talked about Karens and some other stuff that was too hot for YouTube. A good time was had by all. So if you want to see that, be sure to Patreon me. I'm going to try to do more patron stuff on Wednesdays. So do that. Support the show. And also Super Chats. Lifeblood of the show, Super Chats. No questions dodged. Every question answered. Super Chats. I know Ann Super Chatted me and it disappeared. There we go. Ann says, this might be kind of mean, but what's up with Matt Gaetz' face? The word evolved comes to mind, but look forward, or unevolved, yeah. Unevolved comes to mind. Looking forward to the Friday show, hell yeah. Looks like a fucking purge mask. Matt Gaetz, gonna cover him in the section, the Chud Watch section of the show. Not looking good for Matt Gaetz. We'll see what happens. And someone's up where became a new Dust Buddy. Hell yeah. Dust Buddies. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club. And now you get to see the patrons only show on Wednesday. So congrats to you. Somewhat self-aware. And Brandon Hubert, long time see Dusty. As promised, I've made my return. Hell yeah, Brandon. Good to see you back. Love you. Hope you're having a good week. Hubert Lover 1972. Dusty, how's your foot? My foot's better. It's not 100% healed, but it's like, I would say 85% healed. There's like still pain up my ankle and stuff. I guess some tendons and stuff didn't heal quite properly, but it'll work itself out. You know, luckily we are self-repairing robots, organic machines, so it'll be okay. And 999 for Hung Like Jesus. Thank you, Hung Like Jesus. I appreciate it. Good to see you tonight too. Hope you're doing well. And check the chat real quick and jump right in because we got a lot of shit to cover tonight. Yeah, Matt's going to jail. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Republicans never get held accountable for fucking anything they do, so I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. My lighting is still a bit off, but it'll be all right. I'll fix it for the next show. I bought my whole stereo system in here, my new computer in here, and so it's I don't have room for my lights, so I got to find a new place for my light. It's right in front of me now, and that's not a good place for it, but I will work it out on a future show. All right. Let's go ahead and begin. Move this chat over here so you guys can tell me if the show completely fucks up. As always, we got 10 cats in here, which makes the show fun and interesting. Hooray for the 10 cats. So if you hear meowing or you hear fighting or the show gets destroyed, you know what happened. It's the cats, yo. Foot injuries are the worst, yeah. Wasn't that great having to take care of all these animals by myself, having to go up to Walmart and get dog food and shit. And speaking of which, here's Miss Cece. Miss Cece. Hey, Miss Cece. Say hey, baby. Say hey to everybody. Yeah. Say thank you, everybody, for supporting the show. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so let me the fuck off. All right, cool. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the show. We're going to start off with a little section I like to call Dusty Reviews. Where the fuck is our Dusty Reviews? What? It's small. It's supposed to be big. It's supposed to be large. See, I got to get all my graphics, all my highly made exquisite graphics. I have to get, well, now the, god damn it, the cat just stepped on my fucking shit and shut it down. You're not helping, cat. Dusty Reviews. All right, yay. And first up on Dusty Reviews, we're going to review the movie Well, it's a documentary, actually. The Crime of the Century, which I watched this weekend. Pretty good documentary. It's about how the Sackler family, there it is, it's on HBO, but how the Sackler family lied, bribed, conned, broke the law continuously in order to spread Oxycontin, which killed, so far, 470,000 people. It's almost killed as many people as COVID-19, and they made billions doing it, because this is the system we live in. This is the goddamn country we live in. These motherfuckers made billions, still have billions. They had to pay some fines later, but it's just a slap on the wrist. They're still all fucking billionaires for killing 470,000 Americans. The guy in the FDA who literally approved the drug went on to work for the Sacklers, worked for their, I think it was, I can't remember what pharmaceutical company it was, but went to work for their pharmaceutical company. Shortly thereafter, he approved the drug. They were bribing motherfuckers all over the place. It even goes into how they were having bad PR for the drug. And so they brought in Rudy Giuliani, of fucking course. He was all popular because he was America's mayor, and he helped push Oxycontin on America. And then later on, they were having legal problems. And they brought in Rudy Giuliani again, paid him a buttload of money, and they basically got away with it. They dropped pretty much all the cases against them because of Giuliani's interference. So not only did he help downplay the coronavirus, which led to 500,000 deaths, also partially responsible for the 470,000 deaths from Oxycontin, from opioids. So it's a great documentary, incredibly irritating, incredibly angering that this is the fucking system we live in. It's a 2-part documentary on HBO. Each part is about 2 hours long. Worth watching if you get a chance. Suggest you check it out. And that's the reviews. And so we're going to do a new segment. Probably won't do this too much, but I have to cover the Palestinian conflict because that shit is just vile. It's awful. It reminds me a lot of the police abuse I covered. So I pretty much have to fucking cover this shit. So I made a cool graphic for it. No, I didn't. I didn't make a graphic. Anyway, so you guys have seen what's happening in Palestine. They've been having, they've been feuding forever. The Jews are an invading force. They decided, hey, we used to live there a long time ago. We're just going to go occupy Israel. And then we're just going to start ethnic cleansing all the people that live there and moved them out. And that's exactly what they did. It'd be the same thing if like the American Indians said, hey, we used to live there. So now we're going to ethnic cleanse you, and say like Russia. We're Russia in this scenario. Russia gave them billions and billions and billions of dollars every year to kill us and take our land from us. That's what we're doing to Israel. We're giving them billions and billions of years and weapons so they can go ethnic cleanse the Palestinians. Now, look, folks, I know that on all sides of it, there are crazy people. Palestinians are mostly Muslim, it can be an extremist religion. So both sides, you have religious extremists, and the fringes of religious extremism, the crazies, are always fucking violent, always doing nutty shit. So I'm not defending the Palestinians who are actually causing wrongful terrorism and wrongful violence, because there are some of them, of course, as you would imagine. But what is happening to them is, like I said, it's fucking ethnic cleansing. And it's not all Jews, of course. So here's the problem with talking about Israel. You get thrown into this category of being anti-Semitic, but a lot of American Jews are totally fucking against what's happening. Hell, some of the Jews in Israel are against what's happening. It's not all Jews, it's Jewish supremacists. They're exactly like white supremacists. They believe that God has made them top of the food chain on earth. They're God's chosen people, and they could do fucking anything. I'm not going to call them Zionist, because Zionism is another word that's been used by white supremacists. White supremacists have made it a lot tougher to criticize Israel because they come up with all these stupid conspiracy theories about, bloodletting and, or blood sacrifice, and, Jews eating babies, Jews owning the entire world, Jews this, Jews that. So it makes it harder to rightfully criticize Jews in Israel, but they absolutely, in this case, have to be criticized. In fact, they're like the new Trump supporters in a way. We used to make fun of white supremacists, call them Karen, showcase all their videos with it. What they're doing now is exactly as racist as all those fucking Trump supporters. In fact, apparently Trump has a 71% approval rating in Israel, which just shows you what kind of people we're dealing with here. Fucking human trash. So we're going to start off. Here's a Palestinian guy who was talking about on CNN how he got, this is not this interview, the last interview he did with CNN, he was talking about how he got kicked out of his home when he was a kid by Israeli soldiers. And after he went on CNN, they kicked him out of his home again.
You've written very powerfully about being 11 and remembering this incident that I spoke about these settlers coming to your home and taking half of it. How does it feel to have grown up with what you've called the anxiety of dispossession?
It feels familiar because this is what every Palestinian feels like under the crushing fangs of Israeli colonialism in Palestine. My grandmother was thrown out of her home in 1948 in Haifa, and she was thrown out again in 1967, and again in 2009 when Israeli settler organizations colluding with the Israeli state took over half of our home. And this is my second time being dispossessed from my family, should they go ahead and do it to me.
Now there is, like you said, somebody said there's a big difference between the government and the people, and there is, but a lot of these are directly just the fucking people doing it too. A lot of these are just trash ass Jewish citizens that are doing this shit. So we're going to cover that. I had to turn my mic down a little bit, so you might want to turn your volume up a little bit if it's low now. I'm trying to get everything fixed up for the new setup here. I hate the lighting, but it'll be okay for the one show. So they're displacing people, kicking out their homes. And so a lot of people have been posting videos of how horrible the situation is over there. Some of them are old and some of them are new. But it's good that the world is finally taking notice of what is happening over there and speaking out against it. It's time to use our social pressure to stop this. Because fuck this system. Here's don't let them spin and write last night's pogrom off as actions of fringe group. The mobs were led by police. Police officers were beating Palestinians inside their homes. The state did not stop the lynch mobs. Here they are, busting people's doors down. Little girl has to hide in the closet, terrified as they beat her father and screams. These are terrorists, folks. They've become exactly what they have always spoken out against, always said they hated. They've become Nazis. They've become as bad as the early days of Nazi Germany. Not, of course, they're not to the point yet where they're putting people in ovens and shit, but they're fucking full-on Nazis now. That's what's happening over there in fucking Israel. It's the most goddamn ridiculous shit. Like, I thought America was bad. There are video clips I can't even fucking show you guys. I'm not allowed. I will get kicked off YouTube if I even show you some of this shit. Here's another example of them busting people's doors down, attacking. So the mob's being led by the police. It's heartbreaking shit. But they hate you for your freedoms, Israel. That's why they hate you. They hate you for your freedoms. These kids are going to grow up. You know why they're going to hate you? For your freedoms. Just trash. I'm about to show you the citizens themselves being trash assholes. But first, let's show you what the precision-guided bombs that the United States gives them does. Now, they do claim that they warned this building before the precision-guided bombs hit them. I guess they warned some of the buildings and not other ones because tons of people have fucking died. But look how scary this is. The new fucking technology. Boom. They can just explode whole fucking buildings from miles and miles and miles away. And you and I are paying for all this shit. Our tax dollars. Billions and billions of dollars every year sending them weapons so they can do this. And if we don't send them our billions of dollars, if we don't go to our jobs, work our asses off, and give them money so they can send to Israel to do this, they put us in jail. This is the goddamn system we're living in right now. You should be fucking angry about it. Here's a father. This is really hard to show you guys, but we need to fucking document this. Here's a father who just found out his 4 children were killed. He's asking, where are they? Where are my children? Where are they children? Yeah, 4 dead children from the terrorist country of Israel. And the way the American press is handling this, always slurping Israel's dick. Just like every fucking politician in this goddamn country does. Slurping their fucking dick. Here's the New York Post, which is already a right-wing rag. They posted the exact opposite of what happened. See, what happened was airstrikes from Israel killed 20 Hamas, or 20 Palestinians, including 9 kids. That's what really happened. But they posted airstrikes from Hamas militants killed 20 in Israel, including 9 kids. So they lied, exactly the opposite. Now they took this down. I guess they realized they made a mistake. But they didn't put up the right headline. They didn't say, oh, Israel killed 20 in Palestine, including 9 kids. No, they didn't say that shit because it's a goddamn double standard. Not only do they lie, but they won't tell the truth when it's pointed out to them. And that's pretty much across the fucking board at all our media in this goddamn country. Don't get down there. Katana, get out, get away from there, Katana. And this next clip I can't show you, I can just tell you about. This is an older clip of Israeli soldiers shooting innocent children who are playing. They're out playing in what looks like a fucking park. I'm going to turn it off. I'm not going to show you. But they kill them, and then they giddily cheer for what they have just fucking done. And they gave these motherfuckers community service. Community service for murdering children. And if you don't pay for it, they put you in jail, Americans. It's time for us to rise the fuck up. It's time to say hell no to every goddamn motherfucker pushing this, including fucking Joe Biden. It's got a goddamn end. Here's another fucking example. Another thing I can't show you. Here's Israel soldiers telling this kid, hey, just walk away, kid. Just walk away. Go that way. Go that way. And he walks away with his hands up. And they shoot him in the back. For no fucking reason. They're worse than the Ku Klux Klan. These motherfuckers are worse than the goddamn Klan is. And it's because they've been taught since birth they're God's chosen people. They're the best people on earth. They can do fucking anything. Well, you can't, motherfuckers. You can't. There are some of us who will stand goddamn up to you. We're not going to allow you to do this for fucking ever. We have the internet now. We can put the goddamn spotlight on you. We can shame you like we do every goddamn body else. And this guy from Australia, this is a slightly older video, but this just shows you the level of racism, arrogance. It's not just the government. It's also many of the Jewish citizens. He's going up there to confront these Jews, these Israelis, because the Palestinians aren't allowed to take the same bus as them. And how they feel about that outright, blatant racism. And look at these fucks. They don't give a shit.
I'm in Hebron, and I've just been told about a wall. So this gate locks about 40 Palestinian families in, and it actually locks at certain times where they can't come out. And this actual side of the road that I'm walking on, the Palestinians can't come. There's actually a bus stop over behind me, and the Palestinians aren't allowed to take it. I can take it. The Palestinians can't take it. It's complete racism at the heart. And if I walk over here at the bus stop, you'll see. How you doing? You can see the heavily guarded stuff for the Palestinians. So I wonder who's protecting who. They all seem so worried about the Palestinians. There's nothing to worry about. It's terrible. Do you like the racism?
I like racism?
Yeah. What do you think about the Palestinians not being able to walk along here?
I don't know, I don't really think too much about it.
It's because you don't think about other people?
I don't think about it. I don't give a shit.
Then how can you not think when they can't walk here and they can't get the bus?
Huh?
They can't get the bus, they can't do anything. What do you think? Okay.
You don't have to read out that.
You don't have to read up. You're living here, man. They're not allowed over here all here on the bus.
I live in America. I come here a few times.
American dollars paying, huh? Fantastic. Hey, can I ask you what you think of the racism here? What do you think? What do you think about the Palestinians not being able to walk here?
I think it's hilarious.
Don't care?
What?
You don't care? So,
I don't understand English.
you see the arrogance about it. It's very arrogant that they're racist right to the heart. It's disgusting. You should be really ashamed of yourself. Say hi, huh? You're looking for peace? Just want to steal all of Palestine? You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Get them.
I just wondered if I could ask a couple of questions. You want to tell me about the? You want to talk to me about why the Palestinians come and walk down here? You don't care?
I don't know. I know as much as you know.
No, you don't, because you live here.
I don't live there.
So that you just use, ignorance with a big smile. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. You can laugh. You don't know what's going on over here. You don't care.
Hi guys.
Because you're all protected by this.
Yep, protected by
Go on
us.
recording.
How are you?
Because you're racist. It's disgusting. You're all protected by all the armed services. You don't care because you think it's God's will.
God should give you good life.
Yeah, why do you tell everyone why you're living here? And what you're doing, occupying someone else's land.
It's not someone else's land. It's our land.
Okay, you tell us. I want to know.
Yes, it's our land.
It's yours?
It's written in the Bible and is written in the Bible in very many places.
Yeah,
So
in the
he
book we
says that
wrote,
it's racist?
in the book we wrote that said we were God's chosen people, it says that we are on this land.
And Palestinians shouldn't be able to walk here?
They live here best in the whole Middle East.
Then why can't
In
they
the
walk
whole Middle
across?
East.
Tell me why they can't walk across. Tell
Because
everybody.
they shot Jews on every place here.
Who shot 28 Palestinians here?
Because
Tell me.
they killed Jews here.
Who? Who killed the 28? Huh? Defending yourselves. Just say, fuck the Palestinians.
Oh, excuse me. Please talk nicely.
I won't talk.
Please talk nicely as we do ethnic cleansing. Oh, ethnic cleansing is okay, but I draw the line at bad words. Yeah, fuck you. Here's two Israeli trash ass, god damn it, I want to say some gendered words, but pieces of goddamn shit, standing in front of a looted Palestinian store, holding up an Israeli flag, cheering. This is exactly like the fucking Trump supporters, except it's worse. And there's like endless footage of this. I had to cut it down so I could show you guys just a little bit. And now there's Gaza war tourism. Here they are. These fucking violent, ignorant, self-absorbed, megalomaniac assholes driving out there so they can see the devastation firsthand and cheer it on.
We want to see it in our own eyes, not from television point of view. They chose Hamas to rule them. It's their fault. They got it to where it is now, not us.
But don't you think it'll get worse by bombing them?
No, I think that's the only solution. I think they should just clear off all the city. Just take it off the ground. Yes, I'm a little bit fascist.
I'm a little bit fascist, just a little bit. I think they should kill them all. Ethnic cleansing is cool. Yay! But I'm a little bit fascist. Hee hee. Aren't I adorable with my fascism and murdering people I don't like? God damn it. God fucking damn it. Ooh, I want to get so fucking mad and yell. I'm having to reserve myself. And here they are. Abby Martin goes out and interviews them. It's not just the government, folks. 71% Trump approval rating from these trash goddamn humans.
That the Islam is it's a very bad disease, not just for Israel, for all around the world. We can see it. They think they all have to be Islam. If you're not Islam, they will kill you.
A lot of Americans don't really understand what Israel's like. We hear a lot of things in the news. A lot of people are sympathetic.
Look at this virgin piece of shit. This incel dick. Gonna tell you he doesn't agree with Palestinians dating Jewish people. I guess he's afraid Palestinians are gonna take his women. Dude, you ain't got no women. Ain't no one ever gonna be with you.
Sympathizing with the Palestinian plight. Can you talk about what it's like to kind of live in this situation?
First of all, it's very hard. I'm in an organization. It's called Lahava. It's against the Jews shouldn't marry Arabs.
Did you say the organization did what again?
The organization is, the thing of it is that Jews shouldn't marry Arabs.
Shouldn't marry Arabs.
Yeah.
Why do you feel strongly about that?
Because Jews is a special nation that God gave it to the Jews, and we don't want Jews to get mixed up together with a different nation.
I think Israelis have to take over and They have to kick them away. It will be much better not to kill them, just to go back to Arab countries.
You can't deal with these people. There's no need to try. There's no need to talk to them. What we can do is when they do enough harm, we retaliate. That's war, and that's the situation that any Jew who lives in Israel has to deal with.
יש לך משהו להגיד, אומרת ש...
על מה?
גם ככה ערבים, מקסימום.
אוקיי. בסדר בעברית? פשוט מאוד. צריך להיכנס לשטחים, וכל מחבל שעושה פיגוע צריך להרוג אותו. צריך להרוג את המחבלים, ואז...
To them, a terrorist is anybody that doesn't want to be ethnically cleansed. Oh, you don't want to be murdered? You don't want to be dispossessed from your home? You don't want to be kicked out of your ancestral? Well, you're a terrorist. Oh, you fought back? I walk up and punch you in the face until you're bloody and about to die. You fight back? Oh, you're a terrorist. You all have to be destroyed.
הם יפחדו ולא יעשו לנו בעיות והכל יהיה בסדר. הם יהיו בכפרים שלהם, אנחנו נחיה פה, לא צריך להיות ביחד והכל בסדר.
I think also that every Arab that doing a terrorism attack, we have to kill him, and not because he's an Arab, because he's a terrorist. I think you should also kick out the family, because it all begins with chinuch. How you say it?
Education.
Whatever they teach the kids does. You know, it's families.
I'm think that we need to... איך אומרים להעיף את הערבים? כן, תגידי לי את המילה הזאת. נו, תגידי לי מילים, אני לא...
אני לא יודעת לתרגם.
They sound literally exactly like white supremacists. Because they're Jewish supremacists. This is what we should start calling them, Jewish supremacists.
Translate really well.
I think we should give them a country. If you're doing any problem, you just go in there to give them a country. And
yeah, let's do an ethnostate. You can have your ethnostate, we'll have our ethnostate. Cool.
And it's going to be a war between countries, you know? If they're going to throw rockets, we're going to throw one big one and done.
Oh, yeah, threatening to nuke them. Yeah, we're going to nuke you guys. Cool. Let's go ahead and make the earth uninhabitable over there. So even we can't use it. That's genius.
I don't think there's any answer to it.
Really?
There's only one way, like, I would carpet bomb them.
You would carpet bomb them?
It's the only way you could deal with it. Like, or try to stop them a different way. It never worked.
You mean all Arabs or Gaza or?
I believe that they, like, I hope to believe they're not, but I do think they are, because I never.
They're all the same.
I don't trust them. You can't trust them, and that's the only way I believe that. The only way is just to stop it completely.
I think that we're miserable. The Arabs make a piguim and we need to kill Arabs.
We need to kill the Arabs. It's so funny. They will put you in jail if you don't fund this. There ought to be more tax protesters, in my opinion. Fuck this bullshit. Like, at some point, this goddamn shit's got to end. I cannot stand. I have a finite amount of hours on this fucking planet. You're gonna tell me I have to work my finite hours to pay for this shit? Man, I want to say some other shit, but I can't because I'll get in trouble. I might get in trouble for saying this. I saw that they fucking demonetized the serfs for talking about this shit. You can't even fucking talk about it. And beyond fucking parody, the Israeli Defense Forces literally sent out this message. To the citizens of Gaza, the IDF is striking Hamas weapon stores hidden inside civilian buildings in Gaza. Although Hamas wants to put you in harm's way, we urge you to stay away from Hamas weapon sites and get to safety. Our goal is only to strike terror. That's what it says. Our goal is only to strike terror. Now, I know they probably meant our goal is only to strike terrorists or terrorism. But this is a Freudian fucking slip. It's exactly what you're doing. And of course, little bitty Shapiro, he has an excellent idea. I wonder what his idea of fixing the problem is. I wonder if it's ethnic cleansing.
He says the Arab enmity for Jews and the state of Israel allows for no peace process. The time for our half measures has passed. Bulldozing houses of homicide bombers is useless. Instituting ongoing curfews in Arab-populated cities is useless. Some have rightly suggested that Israel be allowed to decapitate the terrorist leadership of the Palestinian Authority. But this is, too, is only a half measure. The ideology of the Palestinian population is indistinguishable from that of the terrorist leadership. Half measures merely postpone our realization that the Arabs' dream of Israel is destruction. Without drastic measures, the Arab dream will come true. If you believe that the Jewish state has a right to exist, then you must allow Israel to transfer the Palestinians and the Israeli Arabs from Judea, Samaria, Gaza, and Israel proper. It's an ugly solution, but it is the only solution. It's time to stop being squeamish. Yeah. Ethnic cleansing, sure. The only solution is to kick these people off their property, okay? Because we lived here a long time ago. The Bible says it's our property. We have to move them off. Trash ass motherfuckers. And Andrew Yang rightfully took a bunch of shit. Hopefully this motherfucker's done. But he came out. Let me read you what he said first. He's getting shout outs from people like Stephen Miller, white supremacist, Trump's right-hand man, Stephen Miller. When you start getting shout-outs from Stephen Miller, Andrew Yang, does that give you pause at all? Does that make you think maybe you're on the wrong goddamn side of things? It doesn't, though. Because this is what he is. Just like every other American politician, he's got Israel balls deep inside him. He said, I'm standing with the people of Israel who are coming under bombardment attacks and condemn the Hamas terrorists. The people of New York City will always stand with our brothers and sisters in Israel who face down terrorism and persevere. What about the Palestinians who face down terrorism? What about the ones that are getting murdered? What about the children whose neighborhoods are getting bombed or crying in terror? What about that, Andrew Yang? And of course, Steve Miller, yeah, Andrew Yang is exactly right. Ilhar Omar is wrong. Yep, good going. Fucking Andrew Yang. I knew there's a reason white supremacists loved you so much. I knew there's a fucking reason you were so popular on 4chan. Because you're fucking trash, dude. And of course, Eric Weinstein, another goddamn piece of trash. Andrew Yang was asked, should all Palestinian refugees and their descendants have the right to return to Israel? And he said yes. Accidentally. Because he's stupid, doesn't know what the fuck he even been asked. And so Eric Weinstein is like, oh my God, you need to say more, Andrew. You need to clarify the fact that you don't want the Palestinians to be ethnically cleansed. And so, of course, he did. The cowardly, spineless fuck, Andrew Yang, says, thanks, Eric. It was answered by a staffer who I think misunderstood the question. So pass the buck. I believe that Palestinians should have a say in their future, but I do not believe that all refugees and descendants have the right to return to Israel. Appreciate your calling it out. Yeah, Eric. Linus, Eric. Thank you. Thank you for calling this out, Eric. Fucks of a feather flocking the goddamn together. And of course, Sam Harris, one of the biggest fucking disappointments of my lifetime, liked Andrew Yang's I'm standing with the people of Israel. Of course you would. You fucking trust fund baby. Never forget, Sam Harris grew up with millions of dollars from his mom writing Golden Girls. Never knew a fucking day of work in his life, of course. He's an out-of-touch fucking piece of shit. And I'm disappointed. Gal Gadot, she also worked for the terrorist IDF. I guess she was conscribed. If you live in Israel, you have to do 2 years. But she did her 2 years. She was a sergeant in the IDF. And of course, she sent her messages. She says, I'm sending my love and prayers to my fellow Israeli citizens. Yeah, no mention of Palestinians. Who gives a shit about them, right, Gail? Especially to all the boys and girls who are risking their lives protecting my country against the horrific acts conducted by Hamas, who are hiding like cowards behind women and children. We shall overcome. Fuck you. It really disappoints me because I think she does a great job as Wonder Woman. But man, what a disappointment. All of them are fucking disappointments. Ridiculous. All right, that's my Palestinian segment. We'll see if that gets me in trouble. I wouldn't be surprised to see this video getting taken down and me get banned or some shit from this. Wouldn't be surprised. We'll see what the fuck happens. I hope not. I hope this doesn't end my show because I spoke out against this shit. Hope this is not what takes me fucking down. We'll find out together, folks. All right, let me stop and read the super chats. Verum Terra, wait a minute. I thought Jared Kushner solved all the problems over there. You mean that wasn't true? Yeah. The Trump administration lied their ass off. Go figure. Shocker. Breaking Bad 094, I'm so sorry. She said she's a little bit what now? Yep. I'm a little bit fascist. It's cute to be fascist when you're a Jewish supremacist because God lets us be fascist. He gave us everything. No, fuck you. Fuck all fascists. Need some Antifa over there. Stat. Vinci B, I work with right-wing Jews, and for the first time I heard them express support, finally, for their Palestinian brothers and sisters. Decency exists. Glad. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Jews, a lot of American Jews, and some in Israel, but less, speak out against it. So it's definitely not all Jews. But we definitely got to call out the trash regardless of who they fucking are. Breaking Bad 004, I'm sorry. Stabby Kitten. You said that break twice, Breaking Bad, but I already read it, so cool. Stabby Kitten, glad to see you're covering the Israeli injustice towards Palestinians. I felt the same way for about 10 years ago when I found out for myself. Yeah, I felt this way for a while, but like they were posting a lot more videos. People are speaking out a lot more. Hopefully it's coming to a head. Hopefully we can use the internet to spotlight this shit. Cubic Lover 1972, sounds like the Israelis want Palestinians to wear stars like the Jews during World War II. Yeah, they want them dead. It's worse than that. They don't even want them around. We don't even want to see your stars. Is Matt Gaetz really Joe Rogan's best friend? No. I didn't say Matt Gaetz was Joe Rogan's best friend. I don't even think they've met as far as I know. Rudy Pickles, good to see you live tonight. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday, Rudy Pickles. Good to see you. Empress of the Known Universe, $10 Canadian. Thank you, Empress. Appreciate that. Randolph Gallagher, $5. Thank you, Randolph. Forder D gave me 20. That's very generous. Appreciate that. Wubba Wubba is my favorite, and I love when you start the show with it. Blue shirt really flatters. Love the show. This is a different blue shirt. It's not the same one I wore last time. I got 2 blue shirts, a black one. I got a red one. I'm going to go next show. So I got 4. So look forward to that. And nothing else popped up. So that is my super chats. One more. 2 more. Breaking Bad. Yeah, I have no idea why my draft got sent. Take that money and this money. I will. Gonna take all your money, Breaking Bad. But I love you for it. So thank you. And Space Jesus, thanks for speaking the truth, Dusty. Free Palestine. Hell yeah. I do what I do. Somebody's got to fucking speak out. I know there's a lot of people that are speaking out, but I got to be fucking one of them. I'm never going to stand on the side of goddamn injustice. All that needs to happen for evil to thrive is for good man to do nothing. Fuck that. All right. So, next up, gonna do a little segment I like to call Celebrity Bullshit. Celebrity Bullshit. The segment is about celebrities and their bullshit. And first off on Celebrity Bullshit, Elon Musk. Elon Musk went public. He trying to drive up the prices of Bitcoin and Dogecoin, or how the fuck you pronounce it. So he was like, back on March 24th, this was like a month and a half ago, he's like, pay by Bitcoin capability available outside U.S. later this year. You can now buy a Tesla with Bitcoin. Tesla is using only internal open source software and operates Bitcoin's nodes directly. Bitcoin paid to Tesla will be retained as Bitcoin, not converted to fiat currency. That's right. Everybody invest in Bitcoin. We gonna take it. So everybody invested in Bitcoin. They flooded that thing. It went up like 75,000% or some crazy shit. And then he retweeted a video of a Dogecoin song, a video encouraging people to go invest in Dogecoin. And so everybody did. And then he's like, do you want Tesla to take Dogecoin? And so everybody said, yay. So he was acting like he was going to do it. And then he went public and he was like, let me see if I have a better, longer thing. So then, day before yesterday, he goes public. He says, Tesla has suspended vehicle purchases using Bitcoin. We are concerned about rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transaction. You didn't know about that before? You just now figuring that out? Especially coal, which has the worst emissions of any fuel. So yeah, it crashed like a motherfucker after he hyped that shit up. Now it's gone back up a little bit, but it's still way under what it was. So yeah, a lot of these Chud asses, a lot of the Bitcoin market that loved Elon Musk, now, not so much. But that's what you get for supporting this asshole to fucking begin with. And Bill Maher 2 weeks ago, he got on his show and he shit all over Democrats for being overly cautious about COVID-19. Made fun of us. Said we were all fear-mongering and panicking. Oh my God. The conservatives actually have it right about COVID-19, he said. Well, Bill Maher got the COVID-19, so thoughts and prayers, Bill Maher. He had to miss his show this week because he got the COVID. Guess you should have taken it a little bit more seriously than you did there, Bill. I guess maybe life lessons or something should be learned here. Just saying. Dipshit. And the New York Post, which is a fucking idiotic rag, got rightfully ragged and went viral for this headline. Leonardo DiCaprio, unrecognizable in first photos of new Scorsese film. And you do know this only works if you don't show the picture, right? Because here he is right here. You know how I know? Because it looks exactly like Leonardo DiCaprio. I recognized him instantly. What the fuck? Like, you can't use clickbait if you're going to use a picture that destroys your clickbait. Dummies. And you guys know who Tony Hinchcliffe is? So he's one of Joe Rogan's goody buddies, one of Joe Rogan's best friends. Like, Joe Rogan literally made this kid's career. Joe Rogan is so huge, his podcast is so popular, that he can make young comedians' careers. This dude has agency now. He has representatives from talent agents now. Because every time Joe Rogan needs a guest, he has this dude on. This is him. Here's Joe Rogan. He's had him on multiple times. This is one of Joe Rogan's go-to guests. So needless to say, he turned out to be a racist piece of shit. Because pretty much everybody Joe Rogan hangs out with, all his closest friends, are just garbage. It happens time and time and time again. I'm not blaming Joe Rogan for what this kid is about to say, about to show you. But how come almost every single time one of Joe Rogan's best friends turns out to be either racist or a rapist or some shit like that? The fuck? So anyway, I have no idea why this dude did this. I mean, I know he was just trying to be edgy. That's his whole... He's not funny. He's not a funny guy. He's a comedian, but he's not funny. So I know his whole thing is just shock value and try to shock people and be edgy because that's all the fuck he got because he's lame. That's what hacks do. But here's a completely nice guy who's also a comedian. His name is Ping Dang. And he did a set which talked about ending Asian racism in America. Was one of the main topics of his set. So after he got doing his set, he introduced Joe Rogan's good buddy, Tony Hinchcliffe. And this is what the guy fucking said.
Give it up for the one and only Tony Hinchcliffe.
Hello, good evening, welcome, hello. How about one more time for the filthy little fucking chink that was just up here? While all you fucking race traitors are whooping and hollering, I'm back there watching you puking in a fucking bucket. Oh, we make it a gunpowder. Oh, you want extra soy sauce. Oh, you borrow money from us. And you guys just eating it up, fucking...
Literally, this wasn't even funny 50 years ago. This is the most hackney shit I've ever heard. God damn it. And he even said more shit. At the very end, he even goes on and on.
You guys just eating it up, you fucking pussy.
Spent next 2 minutes bashing Chinese people.
Chinese guy standing right there. I'm like, what's the problem, dude? You know, these tables are all packed. He's like, you make fun of Chinese people, I'm gonna beat you up. So I do 12 more minutes of Chinese jokes. Right to this guy's full. Chinese jokes I never even had before. The adrenaline takes over and I'm just going Chinese. Like, you gotta go back to your seat, dude. You know, this is how that fucking virus started, is people like you breaking the rules. Things like
yeah, that's how the virus started. People like you, like, holy shit. What the fuck was that guy thinking? I know nothing, but holy goddamn shit. It's not the only time he's told racist fucking jokes about Asian people.
Closing out the festival with the Best of Fest show, but I was last on the show.
Oh,
so it was
you must have been
final comedian.
You must have been stressed at the fest.
It's a stressful position. To make matters more stressful, Margaret Cho was doing the show prior to the Best of Fest show.
Ugh.
and she goes and does 2 hours on her own.
Oh God!
And it's the same audience that's there, that remains there for the Best of Fest show.
My father always be like, Margaret, go to school, do your work, and that's why the chicken crossed the road.
2 hours for 2 hours.
Yeah.
In Salt Lake City.
Yeah. Oof.
So.
Oof.
Was it, if Margaret Cho's performing, is it called Soy Lake City?
Oh
Because
God.
they use soy sauce instead
So
of
funny.
salt. They also use salt.
There's salt.
So funny.
Maybe it's
Hilarious.
MSG Lake City. Okay, keep going.
No wonder Joe Rogan loves this guy. What a talented young buck he is, isn't he? So, an excellent example. Yeah, then of course, Wikipedia is all over it. Wikipedia already edited his Wikipedia page. Tony Hinchcliffe, born June 8, 1984, is a super racist American comedian. Yep. Nailed it, Wikipedia. And here's a great example of how it started and how it's going. Yeah. Joe Rogan and him were supposed to do a show together yesterday and the day before. Joe Rogan and Tony Hinchcliffe. The Creek and the Cave. Yep. Good buddy Joe Rogan. Gonna do a show with you. But now, Joe Rogan doing it by himself. They immediately upgraded that shit and got rid of him. Isn't this cancel culture, Joe Rogan? Don't you hate cancel culture? Isn't that what you're against? Why did you cancel your good friend Tony Hinchcliffe, Joe Rogan? You're not into the cancel culture, are you, Joe Rogan? Huh. Human Thumb says what? So that guy's trash. And good news, at least. He lost his representation. He lost both his agents for his racist tirade. So that's good. He'll probably get picked up by somebody else. I'm sure Joe Rogan will have him on again, too. Build his ass back up. But at least he's temporarily inconvenienced. And that's the story behind that guy. And Caitlyn Jenner next. Goddamn Caitlyn Jenner. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with her. So she was doing an interview. I know why she did this. I don't know why I say I don't know. I do know. She was doing an interview about the 2016 election. And she claimed, I didn't even vote. I did not even vote. And they have records that she voted. Apparently she didn't know that there's records when you vote. And so she got caught dead ass lying. So why is she lying? Well, she's obviously lying because she doesn't want to admit that she voted for Trump because she thinks that will hurt her in the California election for governor. So she fucking lying her goddamn ass off because that's what kind of politician she would be if she got in office. Just lying with the truth would work better. Got caught like a motherfucker. But what do you expect from Republicans? They're just trash. They don't have a goddamn honest bone in their fucking body. I would just be so embarrassed if I was a conservative these days. I used to be, like 20 years ago. Yeah, obviously she voted for Trump. She didn't want to say so. And then, new controversy on American Idol. Did you guys see this one? So, fuck off. So, I never heard of this kid before, but apparently Caleb Kennedy is a singer on American Idol. Pretty good, but apparently some video got released. And, did I have the video or not? I don't know what happened to the video. I'll have to find it again. I thought I had, well, maybe I'll show it here. So anyway, a video was released of him sitting next to one of his friends who appears to be wearing a Klan hood. Let me go see if I can find it. I guess I forgot to save it. But I could just do it live on the air because that is excellent live programming. So I'll show you guys how I do. Research. So we just go to Explore over here and we paste the guy's name in and we hit enter. And hopefully it will come up with a video. Here we go. Where's it at? Anyway, long story short, he was on a video with one of his buddies who had a Klan hood on, and is this video right here. Yeah, that's the hoodie his buddy was wearing. Him sitting next to his buddy, and he claims, no, that's not a Klan hood. That's a hood from my favorite movie, which is called The Strangers. And so I'm looking and I'm like, is that a hoodie from The Strangers? You didn't draw the mouth? That's a Klan hoodie, dude. That's not a hoodie from The Strangers. So anyway, he's off American Idol now. He's gone. So, I don't know. Maybe don't take videos with your buddies wearing Klan hoods. There's a life lesson for you, Caleb. Good luck to you, but he'll probably get rewarded. He'll probably get a country music contract and be famous because that's what country music fans do when you're a racist piece of shit. And
that is all my celebrity bullshit. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was pretty cool. And let's stop and check the super chats. E, my buddy E, what's up? E, got a kitty right here for you, E. Got a kitty for E. It's Miss CC. She in my lap. She like, fuck you, daddy. Don't want you. Don't want you. How about Mr. Stash? We haven't seen Mr. Stash in a while. Come here, Mr. Stash. Come here. Let go. Let go. Stash. Let go. Come here. Come here. I just want to show everybody how pretty you are, Half Stash. You's a pretty boy. Yeah, he was hanging on the bed for dear life. I'm not hurting you. I just want to pet you. You got some hairy. You got some shedding going on, buddy. Yeah, he's a pretty boy. So thank you, E, for the $20. Me and the kitties definitely appreciate it. You rock, man. And Shane went to $10. Do you get hungover when you drink? You're the best, Dusty. I'm going to get high. I haven't had any drinks in 3 weeks. I've been 3 weeks sober. I used to get hangovers, but recently, the last time I was drinking, I drank nothing but wine spritzers. And I make my own. It's about 65% water. And so you're staying hydrated all the time. And a lot of reason you get hungover is because your brain literally gets dehydrated. Alcohol dehydrates the shit out of you. And so when you're drinking wine spritzers, you stay super hydrated all the time. So you don't really have the same hangovers that you did before. So no, I don't get hungover. Beast Nation $2. Get your money. I will, Beast Nation. Appreciate it. Getting all that money. And Digital Noodle, holy shit, gave me $200 Canadian. Wow, that is very generous. And the Super Chat champion of the world for tonight is Digital Noodle. And Joe Rogan has the worst friends. I know, man. What a shitty judge of character. Like, at some point, he's got to do some kind of self-reflection and be like, holy shit, I have the worst taste in human beings ever. Maybe it's me, but he won't, of course, because Joe Rogan is incapable of self-reflection, in my opinion. Lars Weber, sorry I'm late. Forgive me. The wife and I watch religiously. Hell yeah, tell your wife I said hello, Lars. And once again, I just want to say thank you, Digital Noodle. Another shout out to Digital Noodle for $200, which is the biggest super chat I've had in a long, long while. That is amazing. And Paul Gleave, I'm in the UK and fell asleep waiting for 2 a.m. Missed the start of the show. Just paying the fine. Yep. No forgiveness except when you super chat me. Totally forgiven. I'm like a priest. I forgive you when you donate. Janine Rude, always felt Israel was terrible. How they deal with the Palestinians, just awful. Love you, Dusty. I love you, Jenny Rude. And like I said, obviously there's shitheads on the Palestinian side. Obviously there's religious nuts on the Palestinian side too. But the response is ridiculous. And they are responding to an invading, occupying army that's being funded by billions and billions every year by us. So it's not really like an even playing field. And Joe LaFaro, very generous, Joe. $25, Dusty, you're telling it like it is. Hell yeah. If I get, man, it's gonna, like, I won't even be able to do this show anymore if they fucking demonetize me or something. I don't know. Like, we'll see what happens. I'm worried about it. I really am worried about it, though. I hope this doesn't end the fucking show because of this. Sisyphantas, $5. Thank you, Sisyphantas. You rock. Good to see you tonight. And all right, got to jump back into the show because we're already an hour in and we still got a shit ton of stuff to cover. Look at all this. Definitely going to do some overtime tonight. Definitely not going to get through everything. But next up, going to do a little section I like to call, What the Fuck? Can you hear my dogs in the background? They're freaking out back there. Hopefully nobody's breaking into my house. I'm here by myself. So I got guns, though. So if the door opens, I want to just start firing. Not really. Not really. Just kidding. So anyway. First off on What the Fuck, hard to believe. This should also go in the Only in America section. Could it go either way? Michigan GOP lawmaker floats bill to register and fine fact checkers. I shit you not. Fact checkers found in violation of the registry requirements could be fined $1,000 per day of violation. At least 8 co-sponsor for this so far per the Detroit News. How can this be fucking real life? Registering fact checkers now. He says social media companies deplatform people, politicians, and businesses on the basis of fact checkers who relish their roles punishing those whom they deem false. Maddock wrote, after alleging in April that fact checkers were largely body checking conservatives. Maybe, because that's the people that lie continuously and spread false information. So yeah, you get fact checked. This is an affront to the First Amendment, Ball said of the proposal. So basically, he goes on to admit that they're doing this to punish fact checkers. If you have the gall to go out there and fact check anybody, if you're wrong, if you get something wrong, we're going to punish you. Yeah, that's against the fucking First Amendment, dude. Like, what in the fucking hell is going on in this goddamn country? It's getting scary as shit, folks. What the fuck? And, like, this one I read right before I came online. And holy shit. How is this still going on in 2021? NFL families seek to end race norming in $1 billion settlement. So here's what's going on. The NFL found out, they claim they only found out several years back, but they probably found out 40 or 50 years ago, that football causes brain damage. Obviously, when two giant grown heavyweights continuously slam their heads into each other over and over again, that's going to cause brain damage. And so we know that football players, retired NFL football players, get Alzheimer's at an incredibly large rate. They have, cognitive issues at an incredibly large rate. So they set up a fund of about $800 million to pay out people that came in with claims. And this is hard to believe, but literally in their prospectus, in their system, and how they dole out the money, right off the bat, they dock black players basically IQ points. So you have to pretend like the black football players are already cognitively declined compared to white football players, and then show they have a huge cognitive decline compared to what their cognitive decline would already be because they're black. This is what I'm talking about, folks, when I say institutionalized racism, systemic racism. Just because there's not laws specifically that are racist doesn't mean that racism is not hard-boiled, baked in to the entire fucking system, our entire capitalistic system. Thousands of retired black professional football players, their families, and supporters are demanding an end to the controversial use of race norming to determine which players are eligible for payouts in the NFL's $1 billion settlement of brain injury claims a system experts say is discriminatory. Former Washington running back Ken Jenkins, 60, and his wife Amy Lewis on Friday delivered 50,000 petitions demanding equal treatment for black players to senior U.S. District Judge Anita B. Brody in Philadelphia, who was overseeing the massive settlement. Former players who suffer dementia or other diagnoses can be eligible for a payout. Under the settlement, however, the NFL has insisted on using scoring algorithm on the dementia testing that assumes black men start with lower cognitive skills. They must therefore score much lower than the whites to show enough mental decline to win an award. The practice, which went unnoticed until 2018, has made it harder for black former players to get awards. They literally have the system set up to where white players are way easier to get these huge payments. That could be between $150,000 to $1 million. Like, how is this legal? What the fuck? This whole article is just jaw-dropping. I'm not going to read the whole goddamn thing, but if you guys want to read it, it's on the AP, and it's called Retired Black Players Say NFL Brain Injuries Payouts Show Bias, and they do. Craziness. Fucking trash-ass country. And Richard Dawkins, former hero Richard Dawkins, just can't keep his goddamn mouth shut. Holy shit, Richard Dawkins. So somebody said, replying to Richard Dawkins, I honestly don't know what I would do if I were pregnant with a kid with Down syndrome. Real ethical dilemma. So the correct answer is do whatever you feel is correct. If it's your child, if you want to bring the child in this world and raise it and love it, you should do that. I'm sure you can provide lots of love to a child with Down syndrome. And, maybe they don't have as many opportunities as everybody else, but they can still live a very good, happy lives. And if you decide that you don't want that for yourself, if you don't think you can handle that, then you should abort the baby. Either way, it is up to you. You have every right to do either one. But no, that's not what Richard Dawkins says. Richard Dawkins says, abort it and try again. It would be immoral to bring it into the world if you have a choice. That's right. All you parents who decided to give birth to your Down syndrome kids when you had a choice, you're immoral, according to Richard Dawkins. Let's look at all these immoral parents. Yeah, look how immoral they are. Oh, so immoral. Oh, awful, evil people. Look how evil they are, loving their Down syndrome kids they chose to bring into the world. Hey, like, seriously, shut the fuck up, Dawkins. What is wrong with you? And it gets even worse, folks. He goes on this radio show and just makes a fucking ass clown out of himself when he's questioned about his stupid fucking hot take. Let's have a listen.
You got involved in a Twitter interaction with a woman who said she would be faced with a real ethical dilemma if she became pregnant with a baby with Down syndrome. You tweeted, abort it and try again. It would be immoral to bring it into the world if you have the choice. Now, I saw you're speaking to somebody who did bring someone like that into the world, okay, but let's put that aside.
Literally speaking to somebody who has a Down syndrome child. You can imagine how upset that guy is to hear that kind of stupidity.
Why is it immoral not to abort it?
Well, that was probably putting it a bit too strongly, but given that the amount of suffering in the world probably does not go down, probably does go up, compared to having another child who doesn't have Down syndrome.
What I'm interested in is how do you know that it increases the amount of suffering in the world to bring in a child with Down syndrome into the world?
I don't know it for certain. It seems to me to be plausible. You probably would increase the amount of happiness in the world more by having another child instead.
Do you think? But you have no reason for knowing that.
I have no direct evidence. No, it just seems plausible.
Just so you know, you're such a scientific, logical person that I thought that you could possibly have some logical backup to it. Do you know anyone with Down syndrome?
Not intimately, no.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, everyone has their own experience of it, and possibly my experience would be that you're not necessarily right, and I think a lot of people would think you're not necessarily right. But
look,
anyway.
I'm sure that you love your child.
Oh yeah, nothing to do with that. I'm not having an emotional discussion with you here. I'm simply having a logical discussion with you. Do you think it would be immoral for them not to do it?
Let's leave out the immoral.
But you brought him.
Yeah, you're the one that brought in the immoral, Richard Dawkins. Oh, let's leave that out now. That's been used against me. Well, maybe you should choose your words more wisely, Doctor.
Moral into it.
Okay, well, I take that back.
Okay.
I think it would be wise. I think it would be wise and sensible.
You know, children who are so-called perfect can cause terrible suffering in the world as well. But I suppose we have no way of checking, have we?
No, of course.
No, of course you don't. And one thing I know about kids with Down syndrome, they seem happy as fuck to me. I have a cousin. I bought him and his mom a trailer, actually, that they live in right now. They were homeless, and I bought them a trailer with my porn money. But he is so severely autistic that he can't talk. He doesn't know what you're saying to him. He can't interact. I'm not trying to make fun, but this is how he acts. This is what he acts like all day long. He just doesn't. He can't feed himself. He has to wear a diaper, and he'll reach in his diaper and throw his poop and stuff like a monkey. Like he's has the worst case of autism I've ever seen. But the kid he's not a kid anymore. He's in his 30s now. He's probably 30, probably almost 40. He's probably 40. His entire life, he spends 90% of his time laughing his ass off. All he does is laugh. I don't know what he's laughing about. I don't know why he's so happy, but the dude just laughs constantly, nonstop. So he doesn't seem to be bringing more misery in the world. Of course, according to him, he seems to be bringing a lot of joy in the world. I don't know. Just a fucking stupid take from Dawkins. Disappointing. Next up on What the Fuck, I guess this guy was dating this girl, and all I can say is run! Run, woman, run away! Run away from this guy. He gonna kill you, folks. This is the kind of motherfucker that ends up killing their girlfriend. Scary as fuck. She's trying to get away from him. She's backing her car away from him. He's backing up. Backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up, because his daddy taught him bad.
Stop! Stop! You can video all you want. It's frustrating that I get to... You're killing me! Killing me! I don't care, you can film it!
Can you just stop and get out of my way?
Talk to me! You didn't talk to me, you didn't say shit! Made me feel like shit! Made me want to kill myself!
I don't mean to laugh, but good God, dude. I have to go back and punch on his car. Yeah, get away. Don't go back to him. He gonna murder you, girl. Kind of guys you absolutely have to stay the fuck away from. Overly emotional idiots. And Jeff Bezos bought a new yacht. Hooray! Awesome. And apparently his yacht has a smaller yacht inside of it that has a helipad on it for his helicopter. So cool. It only cost $500 million, folks.
Late night
So,
TV show hosts.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Yeah, eat the rich. This system is unsustainable. We cannot keep going like this for fucking ever. Fuck everything goddamn about this. And what is up with the online accounts of brands? Now, I know they're only doing this stuff to get attention, and I'm giving them attention, so they're getting exactly what they want. But it's a big what the fuck for me. This is a Wingstop, which I guess is a wing restaurant or something. So, yeah, they talking dirty on their Twitter account. So this woman says, Wingstop Ranch gotta have nut in it. No way it's just that good. Apparently she likes eating nut. I don't know. I've never eaten nut before, but I hear it's salty. Doesn't seem like it would taste good. But anyway, Wingstop responds, it's a special white sauce, but it does not contain, and then it has, this is a coconut, and or maybe it's a regular nut, and his laughing, crying. And she responds, laughing my ass off. Cry, 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 laugh. Wingstop, you gotta chill for real. And Wingstop says, hey, you brought it up. And she says, are we flirting? And Wingstop says, are we? With eyeballs looking sideways. And she says, you close to Texas? Restaurant? So this girl wanna fuck a restaurant. I've been horny before, but I've never been fuck a restaurant horny. And Wingstop said, headquarters are in Dallas, so yeah. And she says, I'm 3 hours away. Be there soon, breaded or naked. And Wingstop says, breaded is great because of boneless wings, but bone in sounds like a better option. So the latter, yeah. Wingstop said he wants to put their bone in this girl on Twitter. And the girl says, God, I need you in me. And Wingstop says, all you have to do is open your mouth. Oh, shit. So I don't think they're talking about wings anymore. Just saying. Some double entendres going on here. So Wingstop, you nasty. But enjoy the attention. And next up, oh, what the fuck? Okay, I can't believe I have to say this, but don't cover yourself in cow shit in order to cure COVID. Yeah, that's nasty. I mean, what in the fuck? I know they think cows are holy and shit in India, but, yeah, oh God. What the fuck? I mean, I know is it racist to say their society is primitive compared to ours? I don't mean it's not a racist thing, but clearly when they start rubbing cow feces all over themselves to cure COVID, it's a lack of advancement in education or something, right? I don't know. I mean, they're not genetically any different whatsoever. It's just the education thing. Horrible, horrible. It says doctors in India are warning against the practice of using cow dung in the relief it will ward off COVID-19, saying there is no scientific evidence for its effectiveness and that it risks spreading other diseases. Yeah, and also, you're covered in cow shit. On top of all that, that's not what you want. And last story for what the fuck. This one's sad and disturbing. So apparently this 14-year-old kid murdered one of his classmates, a little 13-year-old girl. This little 13-year-old girl. I guess he saw her walking in his neighborhood, and he's a little fucking psychopath, so he went up and stabbed her to fucking death. Maybe she ignored him at school or something. Maybe she blew him off. I don't know, but, you know, I totally understand why women are terrified of fucking dudes, even little guys, even little kids, teenagers. So murdered her, and then he was put in the back of a police car because he was a witness. He was not yet a suspect, and he gave a peace sign to the camera and took a picture of himself in the back of the police car and sent it out to all his friends. Yeah, little fucking psychopath. And the story even gets worse. So I told you guys about toxic troll culture before, the 4chan culture, where the goal is to be the biggest piece of shit you could possibly be, to upset as many people as you possibly can. So they literally do whatever they can just to prove they're pieces of shit. They reward each other. Oh my God, that was so awesome. What a piece of shit you're being. You're my hero. So what they've done now is they've sent mass tips in to the police claiming that they're the ones responsible for killing this girl. Yeah. iTeam has received hundreds of messages on social media from people reporting posts from users claiming to have been part of the death of Tristan Bailey. So they're trying to make it harder for the police to solve this case, even though it already seems like they've solved the case. Just to be dicks. That's what it's fucking all about. And of course, the real way to win on 4chan and 8chan and all these toxic troll culture sites is to commit violence. That is the ultimate way to be the biggest piece of shit you can. And ultimately, the extremists on there do commit violence, and they are fucking worshipped by those people. Because it's just a trash culture, a trash fucking society. And that's my what the fuck, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Gonna stop reading the super chats and come back and do the Only in America segment. Try him as an adult. Yep, I heard that shit. Mark Skies, very generous, Mark. Long week, Dusty. Take care of those critters. I will, man. They eat like a motherfucker. They eat so much, but they all doing pretty good. A lot of people answered my call to send me flea medication for the cats on the last show, and I don't have enough time on this show because we're so packed to do an unboxing, but I plan on doing so Monday. So if you send me stuff for the cats, Monday, I will give you a shout out and a special thanks because it means a lot. You guys rock. And thank you, Mark Sykes. That is very generous. And Dustin Williams, 499. Thank you, Dustin Williams. I appreciate it. And not your father. You don't know that. You're the best, Dusty. Want to give you a shout out to my wife. I want to give a shout out to my wife, Tiana. What's up, Tiana? How you doing? Your husband loves you. She's an amazing woman, mother of two, and a cat lover like us. Can we say Fat Katana too? Yeah, Fat Tana. Where did Fat Tana go? I don't know. She's probably pooping somewhere. Classic Fat Tana. Thank you. And Cubert Lover 1972. What the hell? Finding fact checkers hiding behind the Constitution and the conservatives saying that they're on the right side. How draconian. I know, right? They love authoritarianism. They hate democracy. They're just a fucking evil party. All there is to it. This is fantastic. $5. Thank you, this is fantastic. Doggy and a kitty. Hell yeah. That's awesome. And Digital Noodle, give me another $100. Very generous, Digital Noodle. That is awesome of you. I'm going to take you very serious right now. You said, I wonder how many diseases those people gave themselves trying to cure COVID. Probably more. Since COVID only has like a 2% death rate, they probably give themselves a lot more diseases than that. I've seen them drink cow urine for other kind of health benefits. It's just wild religion, man. It's like a brain disease. Just destroys you from the inside out. Sad to see. And thank you, Digital. That is so generous. I love you. And do it live. What's your favorite comfort food? Taco salad is the first thing that comes to mind. I love like pizza, spaghetti, shit like that. But I love me some like fattening Southern style taco salad. It's made with Thousand Island salad dressing. It's made like totally different than you guys are used to, but it's good as shit. And man, don't talk about that. It's making me hungry. I've been dieting. I'm 17 pounds down now. 17 pounds down. It's dropping off. So I got to hang on in there. So don't tempt me. And that is my super chats. Thank you guys for that. Appreciate it. Now we're going to do my section I like to call Only in America. Graphics. Huge graphics. Thank you, DreamWorks, for creating the graphics for me. I paid $100,000 per graphic and money well spent. And only in America. So in other countries, they're literally dying to get the fucking vaccine. They can't get it because we're hoarding it, goddamn all. And we have idiots here, mostly conservatives, who won't go get vaccinated. So we have stockpiles of it now. We're never going to reach 70% herd immunity like we need to because of the anti-vaxxers. And so they're literally having to bribe people now in this country, when other countries are begging for it, to go get their acts vaccinated. So Governor Mike DeWine has an idea.
On May 26th, we will announce a winner of a separate drawing for adults who have received at least their first dose of the vaccine. This announcement will occur each Wednesday for 5 weeks, and the winner each Wednesday will receive $1 million. On May 26th,
$1
we will announce a
million.
winner of a separate
Yep.
drawing for adults.
So we having to bribe people with lotteries, giving $1 million away a week, just so idiots will go get vaccine and, protect your life. We have to pay you to protect your life and the life of your fellow citizens. That's the people we are in this goddamn country. And my governor, Taint Reeves, this is how evil Republicans are, folks. Taint Reeves is ending federal unemployment assistance for Mississippians. He informed the Biden administration today that the state will opt out of $300 a week in unemployment benefits provided under the American Rescue Act. They're literally turning down money in this state for desperate poor people who need it. And we elected this motherfucker our governor. That's how much they hate their own citizens. Now they think, oh, people are not willing to work anymore for the slave wages so that some executive, some CEO can make hundreds of millions of dollars in bonuses and shit. So now we have to force people. You don't have a choice. Going to kick you off unemployment benefits, so you have no choice but to go work a menial job for $7.50 a fucking hour so you don't starve to death in this goddamn country when we literally can provide benefits for them until they can find a better job. It's no wonder we're the laughingstock of the goddamn country. This fucking piece of shit state. Fuck you, Taint. It's ridiculous. Hard to goddamn believe. And this one is only in America, but I almost want to give this kid credit for initiative. So apparently this 24-year-old kid, John Lambert, I'll just play you the video.
John Lambert, one of the co-founders behind Students for Trump, has been sentenced to more than a year behind bars for masquerading as a lawyer. According to the New York Daily News, the 25-year-old was handed a 13-month prison sentence after posing as a lawyer named Eric Pope, who is based in Manhattan. Lambert reportedly lied about graduating from New York University Law School and the University of Pennsylvania, where he claimed to have received a degree in finance, as well as having over a decade of experience working in law.
So kid made like $45,000 over 2 years pretending to be a fake lawyer on the internet. Just par for the course with Trump supporters and the people that run their foundations. All crooks. They learned it from watching Daddy Trump. He's a con artist. Why can't I be a con artist? So enjoy your 13 months in jail, kid. And more than 100 Republicans are coming out saying they might form their own third party because they're so disgusted with what the Republicans have become. More than 100 Republicans, including some former elected officials, are preparing to release a letter this week threatening to form a third party if the Republican Party does not make certain changes, according to organizers of the effort. They're tired of it becoming the party of Trump, the party that literally doubles down on the big lie of election fraud, the party who's continuously downplayed the Capitol insurrection, the treason committed on January 6th, pretended it either didn't happen or it was no big deal. And of course, they're totally the party of Trump, 100%. It's a cult, and a lot of them are rebelling against it, so good for you guys. I still think you're trash, but you're less trash than the other side. And only in America, folks. This happened in Dallas. So this guy went into this store, and he steals an employee's cell phone right in the middle of him filling out a job application. There's some genius right there for you, isn't it, folks? So yeah, he steals the guy's phone as he's filling out the job application, and the guy's like, I saw you take my phone and put it in your pocket. And so he gives the guy the phone back, and yeah, needless to say, he didn't get the job. They take his application, get the fuck out, you goddamn idiot. Let's hire a guy that just stole my phone. He'll be a good employee. Definitely nothing will get stolen around here or happen. Just fucking moron. And this is kind of a sad story. This trans woman, I guess she feels really bad about herself because her body image is poor. So she's been robbing banks to get money to pay for plastic surgery. Or maybe she's a trans man. Sorry, I guess she's a trans man. It says transgender woman, but they have a full beard. So I'm wondering if this has it wrong and they are actually a trans man. I don't know. But anyway, a transgender Alabama woman, it says, with a history of robbing banks to fund her transition. I'm sorry if I'm misgendering her. The article's doing it. It's in Gulfport, Mississippi, and it's a Fox News article. So
pleaded guilty money to committing a 2019 Mississippi heist to pay for additional plastic surgery. Iconic Face or Fachi? That's a weird name to have for somebody in this situation. Of Ashford pleaded guilty to 2 counts of robbery in Harrison County courtroom. Foxy was Face, or whatever their name is, was sentenced to 15 years on each count, with the sentences to run concurrently. So that's sad. I wish I knew what the real deal behind it was. But it's Mississippi, so who knows? Maybe somebody can find out for me and tell me. Yeah, this is dysmorphia. Yeah, sad case. And last up, well, this is not last up. I have a whole special only in America section I'm going to do called Gas, about the gas panic. That's pretty good and coming up. But this is the last regular one. And so this dude goes up and attacks 3 different skateboarders. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not, but don't attack skateboarders, because skateboards are a fucking deadly weapon. And skaters will always fucking use their skateboards as a weapon. I've seen that shit numerous times, so bad life decisions. So he slaps that kid down. And like, hey, homie, what up? Why you doing that? He's a minor. Don't fucking punch kids. And then he punches that dude. And punches that dude. And then, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, now he's out. Because skateboard to the head. Skateboard to the dome is a game ender, folks. Yeah, don't do that. Don't fuck with kids with skateboards. Just saying. And that is my regular only in America. But now we're going to do a section I like to call Gas. And you guys might have heard about the gas panic that's going on. So what happened is Russian hackers hacked into the Colonial Pipeline because Trump never held Russia accountable for anything. He literally sucked Putin's dick. He didn't put the apparatuses in place to stop them from hacking everything, which they fucking did. And they hacked our oil pipeline, and they held it for ransom. I guess they wanted millions of dollars. So it was shut down for 4 days because of them. And so they ran out of fuel for a little while. I wonder how this could have possibly have happened. I wonder if it's because Trump named Rudy Giuliani as cybersecurity advisor. Literally put a guy in position of our cybersecurity who knows nothing about computers or the internet, a guy who helped the Sacklers make millions, killing 470,000 Americans. Just one of the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. This is why we got hacked, folks. 100% because of the incompetence of people like Trump doing it. But of course, Trump supporters and conservatives and fucking idiots go nuts. And they cause a panic by going out and hoarding gasoline. Buying it all up. Even though we have more reserves in this country than we ever had before. We have a strategic reserve the government sets aside for in case we ever need it. It's bigger than it's ever been. There is no gas shortage. But if motherfuckers go out, just like when they did the toilet paper shortage, when they went out and bought all the toilet paper and the napkins and shit for COVID, they created the shortage themselves. They created the spike in prices themselves. And that is exactly what they're doing now. And so people have been chronicling this all over. What? I guess right before I went on, they got rid of this one. Is there a mirror? Yeah, there's a mirror, motherfucker. Here's a guy, I think this is a guy pouring it. Yeah, he's pouring it in Tupperware. Tupperware is not meant to hold gasoline. That shit will melt, motherfucker. What are you doing? Idiots. I don't know if he's a Trump supporter or not. He's a black guy. Maybe it's not all Trump supporters, but dumb people nevertheless. And another example, look, this guy's put up a bunch of 50-gallon barrels. Yeah, no wonder nobody else can have any. You selfish fucks. You were causing the problem. Here's one where... Oh, that's one I already showed. Have you seen this one? Oh, yeah, so I read this woman is filling up a plastic bag. A plastic fucking bag. Now, I heard that this was not from this incident. I heard that this happened before, so I can't, I guess, blame them for this one. This just turns out to be some kind of idiot filling plastic bags with gas. It's gonna eat you right through that bag. Your car's gonna be a fucking mess. Here she is getting another bag. Because, yeah, you know what? When you put gas in a bag, you gotta double bag that shit. That's just common sense. What the fuck? And then there's this one. Why do they keep removing them? What is going on? Moderators? All right. I don't know why. That was working perfectly fine for my show started. I guess some moderators going around having a hissy fit. And this guy's like, hold my beer. He's filling one of these agricultural tanks. They're not meant to hold this shit. He'll eat right through that. So unless he's planning to transfer to something else very quickly, he's going to lose it. This lady filling up a 10-gallon bin or whatever, like the kind you buy at Walmart to store your clothes in and shit. Yeah, no wonder there's a gas shortage, idiots. Another one. Oh, yeah, this guy is filling up what appears to be a cardboard box. I don't know. There has to be something inside that box. It definitely would not stay unless there was something inside that box, but fill up cardboard boxes. Whew. America, dudes. Another example. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Let's fill up a bunch of lawnmower gas tanks. Hoard that shit. Let's not let anybody else have any. We need all this. Me. What if I need to drive across the country suddenly? I need all this gas. And last one. Oh, yeah, Tim. Of course, Tim Pool is blaming Biden. Not blaming Trump for never holding Russia accountable. Not blaming Trump for putting Rudy Giuliani in charge of cyber attacks. Tim Pool, liberal lefty, or as Shoe on Head calls him, social democrat Tim Pool, is like, thanks, Biden. Yeah, gas prices are high now. Thanks, Biden. It's your fault that Russia hacked into the oil pipeline and that we fucking went nuts and hoarded all the gas, causing spikes in prices. It's goddamn Biden's fault. Like, I'm pissed off at Biden over the Palestinian thing, but this definitely ain't his fucking fault. And that is my Only in America gas special section for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me stop and read the super chat, and then we're going to finish it up with some Chud Watch. I got a big old Chud Watch section coming at you. So prepare your anuses. And Paul Gleave here in the UK. If you turn up to get fuel with anything less than a standard fuel container, they won't even turn on the pump. USA is crazy town. Yep, should be like that here. We should have basic standards. Rudolph Gallagher, $5. Thank you, Rudolph Gallagher. You rock. And E, my buddy E, gave me $20. Thank you, E. I'm enjoying the last package you sent. Love you, E. I hope you're doing well. Hope y'all thriving out there. And do it live. Already read that. All right, we caught up on the super chats. Thank you for that. All right. More super chats if you guys want to, but you've been very generous tonight. But you can also immortalize yourself over on the super chats. So we're going to do everybody's favorite section. And it's Chud Watch. It's time for Chud Watch. We talk about chuds and make fun of them. And first off on the Chud Watch, Lauren Boebert. Mega genius Laura Boebert. She must be so happy that Marjorie Taylor Greene got elected, because Marjorie Taylor Greene actually makes her look slightly more sane in comparison. I don't have a Karen section tonight, unfortunately. No Karens tonight. We did all my Karens on the patron show. We had a really good patron show Wednesday. So become a Dust Buddy, $2.99 a month. Can see that show. It was good. So anyway, Lauren Boebert is responding to President Biden's tweet. President Biden says, the rule is now simple. Get vaccinated or wear a mask until you do. The choice is yours. Seems right? Completely responsible adult take? Or as Lauren Boebert calls it, where have I read this before? Oh yeah, Revelations 3:17 or 13:17. Scary. Yeah, isn't this Revelations 13:17? Isn't having to wear a mask unless you're vaccinated the same exact thing as this verse that says, he causes all, both small and great, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or their forehead, so that no one may buy or sell except he who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Yeah, isn't it the same, folks? Where are you wearing your mask, Bobert? Are you wearing your mask on your forehead or on your right hand? And you know you can still buy and sell shit, right? eBay exists, Amazon exists. You can buy all kinds of shit. You can sell all kinds of shit. The fuck you talking about? But fear-mongering, of course. Biden is the Antichrist somehow. And Candace Owens wants you to know that Dr. Fauci should be in federal prison. Got almost 85,000 likes for this craziness, folks. Literally one of the only people in the entire Trump administration who was trying to save lives, trying to do the right thing, trying to be a good example. This is the person they want in federal prison. Conservatives are just horrifying, scary, scary ass people, folks. Anybody who's decent, they want dead. Anybody who's a fucking piece of trash, they love. It's just amazing. And Tim Pool, shitting on Tim Pool again. Tim Pool was shitting on CNN. He says CNN ratings crashed by 44% in first week without Trump. Yeah, people whose entire careers are built on Trump are having a hard time. And then, yeah, Tim Pool's views plummet 51% since presidential election. So, wonder how that happened, Tim Pool. I guess it's because you did nothing but spread lies about the election, gave people false hope, and now that you don't have Trump's dick to suck continuously anymore, people are not nearly as interested in your bullshit. But he's still, like, even 51%, he's still one of the most popular bloggers and conservative speakers on all of YouTube, still making multi-millions of dollars, so still way too much, in my opinion. And Matt Gaetz, his partner in crime, his associate, Joe Greenberg, is about to plead guilty. He's going to plead guilty, so basically he's already pled guilty, to sex trafficking of a minor, amongst other things. And obviously he's willing to cooperate with the prosecutors, which is not good news for Matt Gaetz. So definitely going to turn on Matt Gaetz. Like I said, conservatives don't care. They actually like pieces of shit. The more of a piece of shit you are, the better they like you, unless you're on the left. If you're left, then even a very minor infraction is enough to get you death threats and hated upon. But if you're a conservative, you can literally do anything. It doesn't fucking matter. So who knows? This will only probably help Matt Gaetz, even if he gets booted out of Congress or something and does a small amount of jail time or whatever, if that actually happens. He'll probably start a blog or something, a podcast, and conservatives will give him millions of fucking dollars because they always reward shitheads and bad behavior. That's just their MO. And he got into a Twitter shitting match with Adam Kinzinger, who is I think he's a representative. Oh, he's Lieutenant Colonel in the U.S. Air Force. And so they were talking about something or another. And Adam Kinzinger says, "We voted. You were just wrong by like a huge margin." So basically, it doesn't matter what they're talking about. He's telling Matt Gaetz that he's wrong about something. And Matt Gaetz shoot back, "Tweets that don't age well," with the finger pointing down. And the guy like hammers him, ratios the fuck out of him by saying, "I'd stay away from aging well tweets." Yeah, me too. If I were you, Matt Gaetz, might want to stay away from aging well tweets. So Matt Gaetz' tweet got 6,000 likes, and Adam Kinzinger's retort, 56,000 likes. So there's a ratio from hell. Eat that, Matt Gaetz. And another guy that's almost the same as Matt Gaetz. This is why you don't ever listen to conservatives. Their words mean nothing whatsoever.
I don't think anybody is questioning the legitimacy of the presidential election.
President Trump won this election.
I don't think
I don't think anybody's questioning the integrity of the presidential election except for me when I do it continuously. So it doesn't matter. They talking to both sides of their mouths. They're complete hypocrites constantly. There's no reason to ever fucking listen to them. And oh yeah, another crazy former Trump lawyer, Lynn Wood, just crazier than an outhouse rat.
Donald J. Trump has never conceded that. Because he won the election, so be cool. It's all going to be good at the time. Donald J. Trump is still the guy the military will call for the code if they need a first strike.
Just so crazy. Don't worry. Donald J. Trump still in charge. Hey, if the military wants to strike somebody, they don't talk to Biden. They call Donald Trump to get codes for strikes. No, they don't. Donald Trump does not have the nuclear football anymore. He does not have the fucking codes. He's a civilian now. He is in no way in charge of anything what the fuck soever.
Joe Biden is not the president of the United States.
That's right out of QAnon. Last thing before we go tonight, that was Lynn Wood, the Georgia personal injury lawyer, conspiracy theorist, and QAnon believer, lying to those nice people in South Carolina because we presume the lies make the defeat easier. The lies help to salve the fear and the grievance.
It's not that. He's a con man. He's lying to make money, and they are supporting him incredibly. Dude's making a ton of fucking money lying to gullible idiots about this shit. And Blair White, back on the Twitter sphere, being trash, getting roasted like hell and back. So here's her boyfriend calling her a tranny to her face.
There has to be something really psychologically upsetting about, like, not only is your husband, like, cheating on you, that's up. Oh my God. Just something about, like, not only is your husband cheating on you, reaching out to other girls, like, the girl is trans, and I don't know, I just feel like that would definitely set her up for, like, a lifetime of insecurities.
Okay, this is another clip that I thought it was. This is something she's done multiple times where she talks about how if your male mate cheats on you with a trans woman, it's more psychologically damaging to you than if she cheated on you with a cis woman. And the entire reason she's saying this, there's no doubt about it, is because she's thinking that somehow trans women are of a lower level than cis women. And so it's more insulting to get cheated on with a trans woman than a cis woman. This is exactly the same mindset as dudes who think it's worse for your girlfriend to cheat on you with a black guy. That's as bad as it gets because they see the black guy as a lower tier on the hierarchy than them. And so it's even worse. And that's what self-hating Blair White thinks as well. And here's the one of her boyfriend calling her a tranny from off camera. And it's totally normal. You can tell she doesn't bat an eye. This is how they talk.
I think a lot of women would probably have a hang up over, like, a trans woman being your ex. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think because maybe the assumption would be that, like, you would always end up wanting to go back to that, right?
Yeah, can you imagine being a woman and getting cheated on with, like, a tranny?
Ooh, that would be rough.
It would be rough because it's like
it would trigger a lot of insecurities, I feel. I think a lot of women would probably have a hang
Why would
up
it trigger
over,
insecurities? Why? I wasn't good enough, so he cheated on me with a trans person. But yeah, God, imagine your boyfriend calling you the T-slur with his full chest all day long. But you're a Trump supporter, so you're just like, yes, babe, that's me. Yep. Trash ass people. Fuck Blair White. And rolling right along. We're going to finish on time tonight. Holy shit. I made good time with tonight's content. And Dr. Jordan B. Peterson, he is so desperate to prove that he wasn't lying when he claimed that Bill C-16 would force people to say pronouns against their will. And if you make fun of a trans person's clothing, they'll charge you with a hate crime and blah, blah, blah. Literally built his career off lying about this issue. And it's been pointed out to him time and time again that he was lying. He was actually debated by legal scholars and destroyed. The most trusted body for legal ethics in Canada, the Canadian Bar Association, came out and said he was lying to correct the record of all his lies that he told. He is so desperate, though, to keep pushing this, even though it has been, years? 5 years, 6 years since he said this? Not a single person has been arrested under Bill C-16. Not a single fucking one. But he still wants to claim that he wasn't lying, that he wasn't wrong. So he retweets this article that says, they jailed a man for using improper pronouns already. It has been going downhill. And Jordan Peterson says, this has nothing to do with Bill C-16. Oh, wait, it literally doesn't. Has nothing to do with Bill C-16. So here's the article, first of all, that he tweeted. You can go there. You can search for the words Bill C-16 and nothing comes up because this guy wasn't charged under Bill C-16. It had nothing to do with Bill C-16 at all. The reason he was jailed is because he kept speaking publicly about his minor child's medical condition And the courts forbid him for continuously speaking publicly about a minor's health conditions when it's not his business to spread in public. That's why he was arrested. For disobeying the court order. Had nothing to do with using the wrong pronouns. Had nothing to do with Bill C-16. Jordan Peterson is a fucking liar. He built his career on lies, and he's still goddamn doing it. But the good news is at least a few of the lobsters, which is what Jordan Peterson's little minions call themselves, are starting to turn against him. So Jordan Peterson, of course, who is apolitical, not conservative according to him, retweets out Tucker Carlson. Headline says, Tucker Carlson tells Jordan Peterson his soul was at stake if he used correct gender pronouns. So yeah, he's directly doing interviews with Tucker Carlson now. White supremacist, conservative, nationalist, fascist, mouthpiece, Tucker Carlson doing interviews with him. And Jordan Peterson says, when you have something to say, meaning, yeah, I have something to say, let's go, Tucker Carlson. The best source. And so a lot of people are starting to turn against him now. Here's a few comments from former Jordan Peterson fans. You used to be an academic. Maps 2017, which is not if you read it, it's stupid. 2X, an entire biblical series. That whole series is trash if you watch it from a skeptical perspective. Plenty of extra content. I really used to admire your work, POV. Now I cringe when I hear what you have to say. Probably too simple to say the fame got to you, but Occam's razor, I suppose. Good luck, Jordan. Shit on him. And Travis Moorhead says, I feel that you are too intelligent enough to see through his dangerous and hateful rhetoric. No. The reason you think Jordan Peterson is intelligent is because he says very simple things in very complicated ways. And to dumb people, that sounds smart. To smart people, that's stupid as shit. Adam says, it's hard to keep defending you when you do things like appear on the Tucker Carlson show. And if you don't understand why, then that might be part of the problem. Yeah, he's a full-on conservative. We've been telling you guys for years this. You argue with me, you deny it, but at some point you have to just fucking admit it. He's just your typical run-of-the-mill goddamn conservative commentator. And you guys are following him anyway. And did you guys see Mike Lindell's Frank speech rally? So Mike Lindell said, hey, 30,000 people are going to show up to my Frank speech rally where we're going to relaunch the Frank Free Speech website, which is his Twitter competitor that he says is big enough to hold 1 billion people. It's going to change social media forever. So this is what it looked like, folks. Only about 1,500 people showed up, apparently. I guess that was before it started, but once they started showing up, only about 1,500 people showed up. It was incredibly fucking empty. Nowhere near 30,000 people. Here it is. This is just the front of it. There's a whole back section that's completely empty. Chairs empty. Nobody turned up, but the whole thing was as cringe as it could possibly fucking be. Cringe warning. Cringe warning. I'm going to show you some of these Joe Piscopo clips. So Joe Piscopo is a guy who used to be on Saturday Night Live like 40 years ago when I was a little kid. And has done nothing with his career in like 30-something years. And now he's just the most cringy right-wing shithead you can possibly imagine. So, once again, warning, you might cringe to death over this. So this is the kind of big-level, A-talent celebrities Mike Lindell is bringing him to his rallies. Here's Joe Piscopo sucking Mike Lindell's dick.
But today he said, hey, South Dakota, here I come. Did you try the My Slippers? Get yourself some. Don't ever mess with the upper Midwest. This is Mike's camp. Hear Mike say, God bless the USA. That's why my friend Mike Lindell is a champ.
I guess he's trying to steal Frank Sinatra's shtick. But he's doing it incredibly poorly. And one more. Oh my God. Once again, warning. Joe Piscopo is about to rap, y'all. Prepare yourselves. Prepare. Don't die. Don't cringe to death.
And then this. I don't mean to be racist, but how about the Japanese? Can I do this?
Okay, so also before he raps, he's about to be racist. Just like Joe Rogan's friend. This is all these hacky comedians got. It's the same thing. Do the racist Asian stereotypical voice. And then he can just say, hey, I'm not being racist all the time while he's being racist. Hey, sorry if I'm being racist. And he continues to be racist. This is so cringe.
I mean to be racist, but how about the Japanese? Can I do this? Whoa! I'm sorry if that's racist. I apologize. Touching wall. I apologize. I'm sorry. Reaching out. Okay, I'm sorry. I made a mistake and I apologize. Touching me, touching you. It's creepy, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're going to do something for the Japanese players, you're going to do something with the Latino players. What about the brothers? You got to do something for the brothers in Major League Baseball. Yeah, I mean, really, you know. So, again, respectfully, you should sound something like this, I think. You got to just kind of go like this, yeah. Our version of Sweet Caroline, kind of go like this. Whose music is this? I ain't some Jewish guy talking Sweet Caroline. When I think of diamond, I put it in my ear. Got nothing to do about what I want to hear. I'm so proud to be part of MLB. But Caroline, dang, make it Jay-Z.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Holy goddamn shit. Conservatives are so embarrassing. It just gets worse and worse and worse. And so Mike Lindell gets up there, and this is the speech he gives. And folks, he held this rally with Joe Piscopo in order to relaunch Frank's speech. And literally, not one time during the whole thing did they mention Frank's speech website. They still have that relaunched. They held a rally to relaunch it and didn't mention it. So he's a marketer. This is what marketers do. They basically lie for a living. It's just bait and switch. He has no fucking problem with it.
If they look at it, if we get out and I go, you know what, I'm a marketer, 80% chance, I'm going to go, you know what, they're going to have so much pressure to look at it because the whole United States will have already seen it, that they're going to look at it, protect our country, and it's going to be a 9-0 vote to pull the election down.
That's literally what he's been saying since right after the election happened. The same thing over and over again. Every time he releases a documentary, it's the same thing he always says. Never happens. But all he has to do is keep lying to these people over and over again, and they reward him and buy his pillows and make him a multimillionaire. So, I mean, the grift is working, I guess. And here's crazy news. We finally found a way to get anti-maskers to wear a mask. Apparently, there's a new conspiracy theory going around that people who are vaccinated shed proteins that are meant to get people who are not vaccinated sick. So they're freaking out. They're literally telling their friends to stay away from anybody who has been vaccinated, even their other friends and other family members, forever. Definitely not a cult, is it, folks? So they're saying that some of them are claiming they're going to start wearing masks so that they don't get these proteins shed upon them from people who have had the vaccines. Just get vaccinated. You wouldn't have to worry about it. But hey, whatever it takes to get them to wear a mask, I guess, works for me. And let's see what time it is. I guess I'll go ahead and play this one. This one got like almost 4 million views. So, 5 million already. Got another million views. So this is United States Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene being a total fucking creep and stalker. I think this is before she got elected. Going up to AOC's office and yelling at her through the mail slot in the door. These people are so fucking creepy.
You want to talk to Crazy Ocasio? You come to this little thing and you open it up and you whisper into her.
Session.
This is confession. This is Ocasio confession right there.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, I'm an American citizen. I pay your salary through the taxes that you collect from me through the IRS because I'm a tax-paying citizen of the United States. I'm a woman, I'm a female business owner, and I'm proud to be an American woman. And I do not support your socialist policies, and I do not support your murderous abortion policies. As a mother of 3 children, I'm appalled at New York's law for abortion, and it needs to end, and it needs to stop now. You're bringing God's judgment on our country, and I'm against it, as well as my friends. So you need to stop being a baby and stop locking your door and come out and face the American citizens that you serve. If you want to be a big girl, you need to get rid of your diaper and come out and be able to talk to the American citizens instead of us having to use a flap, a little flap.
It's kind of like her. She's kind
Sad.
of flappy. She's like, she keeps flapping her gums. This is like,
flappy, flappy.
Okay, well, each one.
This is the kind of shit that got her elected. This is the kind of shit that Republicans look at and they're like, yeah, we got to get her as a representative. I want her representing us in our laws, definitely. She clearly has her shit together.
This is like child games.
This is child
session.
Anybody home?
Look at these creeps.
Hello there. Hello.
So creepy.
Hashtag where's AOC? I hear you in there.
This is creepy.
It's hide and seek.
This is, huh?
Hide and seek.
Where's
Hide
security?
and seek. Tag, you're it. Guess what? You can't stay in there forever. Can you come out and play?
No, we're going to whip people into a frenzy so they go attack the Capitol building and destroy your office. Can't stay in there forever. We gonna kill you. Weirdos. And they canceled Liz Cheney. The anti-cancel culture party, the Republicans, voted to remove Liz Cheney of all her responsibility, of her power, basically, took it away from her. Even though she's one of the most conservative members of the Republican Party, she refused to spread the big lie and claimed the election wasn't stolen, so they got rid of her. They put somebody else in her position that is actually more liberal than she is. But someone who supports Trump and the big lie and claims the election was stolen, so they put her in there. Because this is what the Republican Party is all about now. It is now the Trump Party. You now have to believe in the big lie. You have to believe anything Trump says, despite what reality is, despite what the truth is. Like, I've never seen them fall this far, folks. The Republican Party has always been bad, but it has never been this level of bad. Hopefully, it will completely implode on itself and be destroyed soon. Absolutely ridiculous. And thoughts and prayers go to this Proud Boy who got arrested and is now pissed off at Trump. He parlored out. All right, I'm going to say it. Fuck Trump. Fuck him more than Biden. I followed this guy for 4 years and giving everything and lost it all. Yes, he woke us up. No, he didn't. He just lied to you. You're ignorant. But he led us to believe some great justice was upon us, and it never happened. Now, I've got some of my good friends and myself facing jail time because we followed his lead and never questioned it. Yeah, that's your problem. You never questioned it. You're a fucking idiot. You're a cult member. We are now and always have been on our own. So glad he was able to pardon a bunch of degenerates, that means black people, as his last move and shit on us on the way out. Fuck you, Trump. You left us the battlefield bloody and alone. You left us on the battlefield bloody and alone. So, hey, thoughts and prayers to you. Hey, I never thought the face eater I voted for would eat my face. I thought he was going to eat everybody else's face. The dude literally showed you who he was every day, every step of the way, and you refused to believe it. No, you didn't. You loved it. You loved him for being a fucking piece of shit. And now he's a fucking piece of shit to you, and you're like, oh my God, I never thought he was going to be a piece of shit to me. Yeah. Lay in your bed, motherfucker. Enjoy all the fleas. That's what happens when you lay down with dogs. Dumbass. And, read this just before I came online. This pisses me the fuck off. So Mississippians voted by 75% to legalize marijuana. The will of the people has spoken, but some judge struck it down because apparently, according to our laws, you have to have 5 zones. What is it called? 5 districts. You have to have 5 districts' signatures in order to have something like this passed. Well, because of Mississippi's declining and stagnant population, we only have 4 districts. We don't have enough districts to even pass any of these laws anymore. So because of these outdated laws we still have on the books, you can't ever change things in this state. And it seems like it's designed that way on purpose by the powers that be, to usurp the will of the people and do whatever the fuck they want instead. This is not democracy. This is totalitarianism. Thanks, Taint Reeves. And one more on the Chud Watch.
Facebook just released their top 10 top performing link posts of the day. Dan Bongino, Ben Shapiro, Ben Shapiro, Ben Shapiro, Dan Bongino, Dan Bongino, Dan Bongino, Ben Shapiro, Ben Shapiro, Ben Shapiro. 10 out of 10 of the most popular top performing links on Facebook in the last 24 hours are hard right conservatives. Where you at, Jimmy Doorknob, to tell me how biased Facebook is against conservatism? Come on. I know you need another $2 million compound to live in, Jimmy. Tell me more about it. Lie to me. I love it. Fucking so frustrating. It gets rewarded over and over and over again, and we get told the opposite is true of the reality we live in. The opposite is true of what we can literally see with our own fucking eyes. Ridiculous. And, all right, gonna do a little overtime. I only got 3 more to do. I'll go ahead and do these last 3. I only have 1 hero today. And my hero today is a bunch of heroes. Because apparently, a bunch of people threw eggs at Tommy Lauren and called her Nazi Barbie. And hell yeah, heroes! She was on Jimmy Failure. What a name. Bitching about how everybody's throwing eggs at her, calling her Nazi Barbie. Hey, the moniker fits. That seems perfect for you. You're like a Nazi bleached Barbie. So, love you guys. Keep it up. Toss a milkshake in there sometime, dudes, for the Nazi Barbie. And I got one religious bullshit. One religious bullshit. This is Hank Kroonman. Hank Kuhneman, or how you pronounce his name. So hilarious. So you guys know that he promised Trump was going to win repeatedly. And then when Trump lost, he just repeatedly claims that Trump is actually the president. Don't believe your own eyes. Believe me. So he's taking shit, obviously, for doubling, tripling, quadrupling, never giving it up over and over again. And so now he's bitching that people are trying to hold him accountable. And this is his excuse.
There's been a lot of signing of petitions and accountability they're calling for the prophets. I have no problem with the statement of accountability in the prophetic. I have no problem with the statement to identify prophets and what they are and false prophets. What I have,
he has no problem with accountability. Yeah, bullshit.
The problem is their statement or their stance. A lot of times people, they're standing. It's amazing. Nobody wrote a letter and thanked me for all the years that I prophesied the other presidents and even President Trump. And no, but soon as something didn't look like it happened, boy, they jump on the bandwagon to attack you.
Yeah. As soon as I'm incredibly wrong and double down on that wrongness continuously, they point it out to me. I dare you. I'm a man of God.
And my question is, how many of those people that are attacking, are you a prophet? So how can you, the Bible says in 1 Corinthians 14 that the prophets are to judge the prophets. That's what it says.
Well, that makes sense. Hey, con artists should only be judged by other con artists. Hey, if you're not a lying piece of shit con artist like me, you can't judge me. This is like the police investigating themselves. We investigated ourselves and we found that we're innocent. Who could have ever saw that coming?
If a prophet is to prophesy, okay, let the others judge, the other prophets. That's what he was speaking about. And so, are they prophets? Do they stand in a fivefold office of a prophet? Second, do they have a positional grace and an authority by God? Just because you're a prophet doesn't mean that you might be called to be a prophet to the nation, okay? There's different rank and file and responsibilities that are given to the prophets.
That's right. I can only be judged by another prophet, but not just any prophet. You got to be a major prophet. That's the only one that's allowed to judge me, according to the Bible. That's convenient.
Or to any fivefold office. And so you look at the list of people. Are they prophets? Yes or no? Second, if they are prophets, have they been assigned by Jesus, the Lord of the church, this is a holy thing, to prophesy to a nation?
Oh my God. Just so pathetic. Can never admit he's wrong because then it'll be the end of his whole con. The grift would dry up. Ridiculous. And one more palate cleanser. Didn't do much overtime, but a little bit. One more palate cleansers and dudes. Cats are like superheroes. They're like living fucking super beings. This cat jumps out of like, what is it, like a 10-story window. I guess it's on fire, and that cat is like, hells to the gnaw for all this. And boom, lands on his feet. Totally fucking fine. He basically flying. Dude. That's a badass kitty right there. One more time. Jump. Boom. What the fuck? Like it's nothing. I would have folded it in half. I mean, it's just like little spots of me left in the grass. And all right, folks, that's my show for tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Had a pretty good one. Let's finish up with the super chats, and I'll read the regular chat a little bit. Like the video, please, folks. Like the video. We have 283 likes. Over 700 of you are viewing the show right now. Why aren't you liking it? More likes, please. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't take you but a second. The like button is right there in front of you. Pick up your mouse, or if you're on your iPad, push the button. Liking the show helps me out. So please do it more often. Like it. I'm watching you guys do it. Do it. Like it. All right, I'm going to read this chat. We'll come back and admonish you more in a minute. Blue Takan says, thanks for doing your damn thing out here, Dusty. Dang, doing it hard tonight. Cheers. Hell yeah. I'm doing what I do. Feeling good. Losing weight. Not drinking. It's all good. Thank you for joining me tonight. Django Fett, Chud Watch. Theme always gets stuck in my head. Hell yeah, Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. It's because it's the Star Wars theme. That's why it's stuck in your head. You already know it. Jason Moore, good show tonight, Dusty. Hey, thank you, Jason. Thank you for supporting the show. You guys are amazing. Lee Druce, do those weirdos with MTG kneeling in front of a hole in a wall remind you of those videos you used to sell? Hell yeah. Like a glory hole. I have an original joke I wrote about glory holes. I'm going to tell it to you guys. Let's see if I can remember how it goes. The thing I like most about glory holes is that you never know who's on the other side sucking your dick. So you never know if you're gay or not. Because for all you know, it could be a woman sucking your dick or it could be a man. You have no idea. So until you look, you're not gay. I call this theory Schrodinger's glory hole. That's my joke, folks. All right, I'm sorry for that one. Lee Drew, sorry for that one. Ooh, LIW213 gave me $40. That is so generous. Thank you, LIW213. Fact checking is going to become a criminal act. I don't want to live in this world anymore because it's about to end. Here's some money for the cause, Dusty. Excellent show as always, and you are awesome. Hey, you're awesome, man. Appreciate that, or woman, whoever you are. And yes, it is very scary when they start criminalizing fact checking. These are the fact-free people. We are in a post-truth society. With their alternative facts, they would punish you for telling the truth about them because they can only exist and thrive in darkness and lies. And E says, Blair is lashing out at the cis men that hit on her. She finds the guy's girl and sets him out. All right, I didn't see that whole thing, so I don't know, but still trash, her and her boyfriend. Not a fan, Blair White, but I'm a fan of E, so thank you, E. Thank you for informing me. And give us the Karens, Dusty. Like I said, I'm sorry, but that was on the private show. We already did all the Karens for this week, so become a Dust Buddy. $2.99 a month, do that, or, become a patron. That's also a good way. And like the video, folks. If you had liked the video already, please like the video. 365 likes, 634 watching. That's 300 people that don't like the video yet. Help a brother out, HBO. And Paul Glee, if you're in the UK, if you turn... I already read that. All right. Love you, Dusty. Thank you, Mark Thibodeau. Appreciate that. I love you back. And let's finish up. Read the regular chat a little bit before we end the show tonight. Boom. There we go. The cat was fine. I know, right? That cat was awesome. I love all my kitties, that's for sure. Living the dream. Here about 10 cats and 6 dogs. Show yourself out. I will. My dumbass jokes. Have you ever seen a tornado? I've never seen a tornado in real life. I've seen clouds that look like they were about to swirl when I was a kid, but never a tornado. Great show, Dusty. Thank you. I appreciate that. 5 stories. All right. I am bad at counting stories. Apparently, math is hard. Yep, 9 lives. He got 8 left. He'll be fine. And all right, folks, that is my show for today. I'll be back on Monday. Monday. For those of you just tuning in, every Monday and Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, we do a show. So be sure to mark it on your calendars because this is the greatest show. We rock it out. Who covers more topics per show than I do? Nobody. That's the answer. So as always, you guys want to support the show? Please consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon.com/Codcast. All patrons get access to my newest patrons-only video, Caring Too Much. We did an hour and 20 minutes, folks. almost a full show, and it was good. And the ending is fire. Pun intended. You got to see that shit. And, all right. I'll be back Monday, folks. Love the shit out of you. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Stay safe out there. And as always, till next time, Logic. Fuck yes. Now let's finish it up with some, oh God, I don't have my thing loaded up. I was going to play me some Wobble Wobble, but I don't have it. But, so I would just sing it. Wobble Wobble my head, cause wobble wobble. All right, I can find it real quick. It's the bad thing about having a new computer. There's so much I have to load up. There's so much I have to figure out ahead of time. I actually had to redo all my text file graphics, and I had to reinstall OBS. How about a new song? I've never played this song on the show before. This is a song that I wrote, and it's called Killer in an 80s Movie. Killer in an 80s Movie. Play us out, Killer in an 80s Movie. Good night, everybody. Do it. Do it. Why are you not doing it? I don't understand what is happening here. It's not playing. Fuck my life right now. God damn it. God damn everything about this. Did I delete it? Oh, God damn it, motherfucker. Why is it? Is it not in there anymore? All right, how about Wobble Wobble? Do I have that on this computer? All right, fine. Wobble Wobble it is. It's not playing that either. Okay, here we go. Killer in an 80s Movie. Finally got it. It'll be better next show, folks, I promise. I'm going to get all these bugs worked out from this new computer. And it'll be awesome. See you guys Monday. Here is Killer from an 80s Movie.